Many people ask me, are pools a lot of work? And fortunately, I've got Candace here, and Candace is going to discuss her pool, what it was like beforehand, what it's like now.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We've had over 30 years of helping clients have improved marriages, having improved relationships with their friends and family, improving their faith life, and really making a house a home. And pools can be part of making a house a home.
Yes.
So pools are a little work and a lot less than they used to be.
Yeah, for sure. So I know when everyone told us, do salt water. Do salt water, don't do chlorine. And we were like, okay, we'll do salt water. But for the first little while, we didn't have all the electricity hooked up in all the programs for our salt water. So we were actually chlorinating the pool.
Okay.
And that was a lot of work.
And you didn't put the salt in either, did you?
No.
Yeah, which would have saved some. Because it's important to know, and some people think that a saltwater pool doesn't have chlorine in it, which is not actually true, because a saltwater pool, you have a system in there that does through electrolysis, and basically electricity on a plate, divides the salt into the chlorine on one side and caustic soda and nitrogen on the other side. Not nitrogen, sorry, hydrogen.
Thank you.
Big difference. And so the chlorine is created by a machine from converting salt.
Yes.
And it doesn't require as much chlorine because the salt water doesn't grow algae
That's right.
quite as quickly. So when you first got your pool, you didn't have your chlorinator hooked up.
No.
So you're putting chlorine in.
Yes, dumping it in. And I would say our pool was more green than it was blue ever. And we were taking multiple trips to the store, bringing them our water samples, trying to get the right amount of chemicals. You spent a lot of time like scrubbing the sides with the vacuum, or my husband did, manually. I get off the green algae. Yeah.
That would be frustrating.
Yeah.
And so how's it now that you've hooked up the saltwater chlorinating system? You put in a bag of salt. And it only, like each year you put a couple bags of salt in, and that's it?
Yeah. Yeah. So since then, I know everyone says it's easier, but man, it's almost no work. So really, he vacuumed the pool with scraped the sides at the beginning and cleaned out all the leaves to open the pool. And since then, he hasn't. We have a little robot that goes in there, but there's no need to really do more than that.
Wow, you have a robot.
Yeah, we have a robot.
A robot that vacuums your pool?
Yes.
Well, people have robots that vacuum their houses. Why can't we have one that vacuums their pool, right?
Yeah, I don't have one for my house yet.
Have you named your robot?
I think the kids have. I forget. They like to name everything.
That's cool. All right. So now if you're saying, hey, I've got a pool, but it's not a saltwater pool, some can be converted to saltwater and some can't.
That's right.
Depends on the kind of metals they're built out of. And great question for your pool company.
Yes.
Neat. Now, talk to me about, I find it's peaceful, when you are scooping the leaves off the top.
Yeah.
If you've got too many trees close by, although you shouldn't have too many trees, it makes it a lot more work to keep your pool clean.
Yeah.
Talk to me. You told me a little story before we went on air about your favorite time in the morning.
Yeah. So my favorite time in the morning, it doesn't happen every morning, but is sitting by the pool, putting my feet in by the steps, having my morning coffee or tea, and watching my pool boy, who happens to be my husband, don't get too excited, my husband cleaning the pool. And it just slows us down. You hear the trickling of the water, the calmness of the water hitting your ankles. And it's just a great way to start the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be over tomorrow. Although I don't want to watch your pool boy. But the tea and my feet in the water sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. So saltwater's big help.
Yes.
Keeping vegetation away from the pool
Yes.
is a big help. Do you have any other pool hints or tips?
Hints or tips?
Yeah,
actually. One thing is pool toys. The first year I had a pool, we bought all these blow-up pool toys. We were gifted lots of blow-up pool toys. And as much as they come with a little patch to patch it if it pops, by the end of the season, we had 0 pool toys left. And we started with probably over 10. And it's just so easy for them to pop. Not just kids jumping on them or playing with them, but also the sun.
Who wouldn't want to jump on a pool toy?
Right. Yeah. The sun also deteriorates it just sitting in the water. So one type of pool toy we found is like a beanbag kind of pool toy, and it still floats. The kids play on it.
Styrofoam pellets.
It has styrofoam pellets, yeah, and it won't pop.
Hopefully not, eh?
Yeah, hopefully not. It hasn't yet.
Because otherwise you have foam beads all over your pool.
Yes.
Now, Candace, when you got your pool, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm thinking a couple of the kids knew how to swim. Some didn't know how to swim at all.
That's right.
Is that a bit of a concern for you?
A little bit, but I was just very like eyes on all the time. I'm less eyes on all the time. The youngest was very afraid of the water for some reason. Even though she had taken swimming lessons, she wouldn't go past her knees in the water.
And how old was she then?
She was 6.
Okay.
Or 5. And then just turning 6. And by the 3 weeks into it, she was swimming in the deep end, 9 feet deep, no problem.
So that was last year.
Last year. Yep.
Wow.
3 weeks.
From afraid to put her face in the water to swimming in the deep end. Her knees.
Her knees in the water. Yeah, it was crazy to watch her just. And it took one other child that wasn't her sibling that wasn't afraid of the water, her own age, to see him in the pool swimming. And she's like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, and I highly recommend swimming lessons.
Absolutely.
We put you through the gears and got you right through to lifesaver, right?
Yep, and swimming instructor.
Yeah. Did you make some money at that?
I did for sure. And I thought I could teach my own kids. However, they don't like to listen to mommy all the time. So teaching life skills like that is sometimes hard. So I had the gift of my brother also being a life instructor, swim instructor. And so we swapped out. I teach his kids, he teaches mine, and we're all good. Even though we like just the basics, but yeah.
And then they just get so comfortable in the water. So now you don't have to worry about them sinking. And you told me you had a rule.
Yeah, my one rule in the pool is no physical touch, no play fighting, no pushing each other in.
Yeah. Because someone who's not a strong swimmer can be kind of put under if someone gets up on their shoulders or whatever.
Absolutely,
right? It can be scary. Yeah. So we're excited to be your partners and moving forward together. Together, we got this. And I love this saying. I picked up a saying on the internet this morning. It says, you're never too old to have a pool because the water doesn't know your age. So if you're thinking of a pool, it's never too late.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.